August, it starts tomorrow. Not most of our favorite month here in South Louisiana, but it does start tomorrow, and there are actually some good things to talk about. We have daily rain around, so the thing that will be hazardous is the potential for heavy storms, just like we've seen most days over the past week or more. Street flooding will be possible in a few spots, but other than that, the rain is going to help with the heat, so no sizzling heat for this first week of August at least. And in the tropics, we've had almost a month with very quiet conditions, so this long lull continues. No tropical threats in this first bit of August at least. But hey, a couple good things heading into this month, which again is not most of our favorite. Temperatures right now are in the 80s, and our highs today only around 90 degrees, again, because of the clouds and because of the rain. Rain amounts up to almost an inch at the lakefront, 0.59 at Buras, and some other spots up to about an inch plus, but that's about as much as we got today. Satellite and radar, again, showing most of the rain calming down now, only with a little bit of very light rain around parts of Washington and Pearl River, and then also right along the coast around Grand Isle. But zooming out, this is our setup. We have this high continuing to filter in some moisture here, and then this is a low pressure area elongated, so that's why we designate it with a trough, and this is moving into Texas. No tropical chance to develop into a tropical system, but around this we're also getting moisture increasing. Even though late last night and early this morning we actually had a little less moisture than we could have had in our atmosphere, but this week ahead it will be the daily scattered showers and thunderstorms. The next few hours bring our temperatures through the 80s. Tonight even we have about a 30 to 40% chance for rain, especially late overnight and toward dawn. This evening looking pretty quiet, but once we get into the 70s and we see eventually toward daybreak, we may see some showers around, possibly for that early Monday morning commute. And then tomorrow, almost the same thing. Highs about 90 and a pretty decent chance for those scattered thunderstorms, a few of which could be heavy. Your planner tomorrow, we may say the high is 90, but it may not stay there long. Kind of like today, we may just barely touch those lower 90s and then spend most of the day in the 80s with that potential for the scattered showers and storms. Now here's that brief slot of dry air that we had, but the moisture is right back in the scene. Scattered rain, some of which might be heavy. Look at this with the oranges showing how moist the atmosphere will be. That will be the case all the way through Thursday. But then by Friday and the weekend, we may get a little break with some of the deepest moisture transferring out to the west of us. So rain chances for this week, pretty decent chance every day. We'll say elevated between maybe 60 and 80% Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday before it turns into a very standard and typical 40% chance for scattered rain on Friday. And the weekend might even bring the rain chance down a bit to about 30%. Now earlier I showed you the flooding rain outlook is not here for today and tomorrow, designated by at least the Weather Prediction Center, part of NOAA for our area. It's a little farther to the north, but I did want to give you a heads up for Tuesday. We're going to be at that marginal risk, not for very strong thunderstorms with high wind gusts and things like that, but just for a few heavy downpours with, again, that potential for a few spots that might fill up with water. So that will be the main thing that we're thinking about this week. But again, no tropical threats and no crazy heat. So this is 10 p.m. tonight. It's quiet, but look at tomorrow morning. As I mentioned, Monday morning commute, might want to wake up a little bit early if you don't like the rain on your drive. We will have at least some spotty rain, it looks like, for the early part of the day. This is 2 p.m. potentially, couple downpours still around by about 5. The evening quiets down. Then on Tuesday, here we are, 1 p.m., some showers and storms, and then even by 6 and 7, we may have a little rain still out there, but it should be dwindling for the evening as well. I guess we have to talk about the tropics because it is almost August. At least hurricane season is now 1/3 over. We have 4 months left, but hey, August brings the biggest increase in activity. Of course, on average, we have 4 named storms in the Atlantic Basin during the month of August. And unfortunately, this is the month with that huge increase in tropical activity until we reach the peak day of the season, September 10th, and then it starts to come down. But again, the great news is no development is expected for at least the next 5 days in the tropics. So far this season, we've had Alex, Bonnie, and Colin, and we have been, again, almost for a month, very quiet across the Atlantic Basin. Danielle would be the next name. The average date for the D storm, the 4th named storm to form, is August 15th, but we don't see any signs of Danielle forming earlier than that, and we will see about later too. Maybe we can just keep this lull going for even longer than, a month. We will see, but our 7-day forecast for now looking pretty good. But again, the main thing will be to watch out for a few of those heavy showers and storms this week, mostly in the afternoons, but a bit even forming up, as I showed you, early in the morning and lasting through the evening. Note the weekend looks a little drier and a little hotter.
Alexandra, thank you so much. Well, there are 38